Detective Comics issue 1025 finds Batwoman race into battle with the clown gangs raging the Joker War in the Holy Cross Cemetery, silencing the mortars that were keeping Harvey Bullock and his men pinned. The cops move closer as the mortars start back up, but Harvey leads the charge against the gang, finding one of the bats is fighting the clowns up ahead. Batwoman meanwhile doesn't pull any of her punches, putting the criminals down hard, since she knows she's got to buy Harvey time for his people to surround the area. Bullock orders his men to blast anyone without a cape, as at Wayne Enterprises, the Joker toxin-controlled Lucius Fox is told to increase his output on his new drone toys. Lucius, however, fights for control, intending on shutting down the factory, but the clown manages to stop him, saying that he will kill the man if he tries it again. Lucius loses control and powers up the drones, allowing all of the heavily armed UAVs to take to the sky, controlled by more clowns, who are told to attack everything. Batwoman, meanwhile, tells Harvey that they need to take down the clowns with concentrated fire, telling the commissioner to get his men to form a battle square and hold the perimeter. The cops aren't too happy following Batwoman's orders, but Bullock tells them to shut up, since Batwoman helped them out and they are going to get into position. Soon the drones arrive and Harvey thinks that they are the cavalry, but Kate knows better as the drones open fire on the graveyard. The drone takes off to come back around for another pass as Batman appears, aiming his EMP weapon at the drone and firing, blowing it out of the sky. He tells the cops to spread out since his EMP only works on one drone at a time. Another drone comes by, smashing into Batman and knocking him from the mausoleum. The cops open fire and blow it out of the sky as Batwoman helps Batman up, telling him that while she was covering Aparo Park, she heard Bullock needed help and she doesn't need his permission to go where she's needed, since they aren't on the same team anymore. Bullock thanks Batman for the help as Kate tells Bruce that they need to take out the 3D weapons printer at Wayne Enterprises and shut down the weapons production at the source. But Batman is in no shape to do it alone. She asks her cousin what his plan is, wondering if he's got some secret contingency hidden away for this, and of course, Batman does. So after reluctantly getting on the back of Batwoman's bike, the duo head for Wayne Enterprises. Later at the company, Lucius tells the clown that something is coming from below the sub-level and it's big, as alarms begin sounding. A clown tells his men to remain at their post and to shift all drone control to autopilot. Batman tells Kate to brace for impact as the building begins shaking. Suddenly, the Bat tank smashes through the side of the building, and Batwoman opens fire with the stun emitter gun on the roof, blasting the gun and rocket launcher toting clowns. Batman moves the tank into the factory, knowing they have two missions: save Lucius Fox and to take out the 3D printers. Batman uses the huge cannon on the tank to blast the printers, destroying the production line and knocking out the clowns thanks to the concussive blast laser outputs. Batman locks onto Lucius's signal, learning that he has a gun pressed to his head in the upper platforms. Bruce leaves Kate to rescue Lucius as he takes out the rest of the drones and printers. Batwoman grapples up to the platform, taking out the clown and keeping Lucius safe, taking the man back down to the tank where she finds Lucius is burning up thanks to the toxin. Batman knows that that's the last stage of the toxin before it becomes fatal, but luckily he has the antitoxin, injecting his friend, telling him that while it won't stop the toxin for good, it will slow things down until he can get him to safety. Lucius weakly says that he's glad that Batman is finally putting some mileage on the Bat tank as he's helped off the machine. Batwoman boards her bike, telling Batman the cops in Varley Gardens need her help. Bruce wants her to keep him updated, since Gotham will need them for the battle raging right now. He tells her Joker needs to be put down and put down hard, which is something Kate agrees on, saying war is hell for everyone, telling her cousin that he can do it his way and she'll do it her way. Detective Comics issue 1025 tied into the currently running Joker War in a really strange way, giving one of the big points of the Joker War is that Batman is alone, without his family and without his gadgets. Yet here he has all of that and more as he teams with Batwoman to rescue Lucius Fox and to stop the Wayne Enterprises 3D printers from printing Joker weapons. While I enjoyed the action-heavy issue and seeing Batman and Batwoman teaming up after such a long time apart was pretty cool, I feel like this was a tie-in that was more of like an editor mandate. Like they want the book to sell well, so they just slap the Joker War tie-in on it as a subtitle title and people will buy it thinking there's going to be some hidden gem in there that will relate back to Joker War, when really it wasn't really all that connected besides having Lucius Fox and some clowns in it. It will be interesting to see what the Killer Croc centric story in the next issue is like, since if it's more of the same, then it really just confirms my suspicion that this was more of just an editor mandate to get the book to sell a little bit better now. I'm going to give this issue a 6 out of 10.